last cigarette. Good news. My affair with Sterling Menthol cigarettes is well and truly over. Phew. Took a while, but we got there. When I think of them now, I feel nauseous. Bad news. I still smoke. But, and it's a big but, I now indulge in the gentle pursuit of roll-ups. Will I shed the habit? Or will she kill me? Are cigs feminine? They're certainly deadly. Watch this space, dear prurient friend. It is the cause, if I will not shed her blood. Blame Othello, not told poor me. Vicar. I'm in the midst of reading Simon Gray's memoir, The Last Cigarette. A wonderful combination of comedy and serious reflection. He was poorly and dying when he wrote this ode to the fag. The writer, author, playwright, bon viveur, bright spark that was Simon passed away in 2008. A Chelsea boy and frequenter of the Chelsea Library like me, who so loved Spetses in Greece. He went there many times. I, 3. Spetses, where John Fowles set that magical book, The Magus. I yearn to return. Irony. I started lighting up in 2007-ish, due to the intensity of an unhealthy love affair with a chainer. Perhaps. Have I made up a new word to describe a chain smoker and a codependent lover? A chainer, in every sense. A chainer for 7 itchy years threw away the key. Stop there, Robert, and hand over to a mightier, brighter star. To me, the falling out of love versus the being falling out of love with is so clearly put by Simon Gray. It is the agony of whether it is better to dump or be dumped. That's the question. And it's true of cigs and lovers. To me, though, it is far worse to be fallen out of love with than to fall out of love. Being fallen out of love with fills you with all the horrors of abandonment. You are contemptible to the one you love, and therefore you assume contemptible to others, and consequently even more contemptible to yourself. And so you really have no choice but to go away and commit some form of temporary suicide. This is exactly how I felt at the end of 2011. Falling out of love is an altogether grubbier affair. There are no blinding rages or weeping breakdowns to obliterate what is really one long act of procrastination. You look at the only recently adored face, so sweet, so trusting, so vulnerable, and you think to yourself, how could I bring pain to that? And what you also think is, why can't I hurry up and get it over with? The longer she's around, the more you hate the sight of her. Actually, it's worse than that. What you feel above all else is nausea. Nauseated by her for having fallen in love with you, and by yourself for having fallen in love with her. How many men have yearned, wanted, and have murdered a woman because they couldn't bear to hurt her? Do women feel the same way? I mean, all the women who fell out of love with me seemed to find the pain they were causing quite bearable. Though they did say now and then that they really hated seeing me so unhappy. Though that hadn't stopped them seeing me. Pages 91 and 92 of Simon Gray's The Last Cigarette. Read, light up, and stuff it away, you straw. Here endeth